Hey, listen, I'm on my way to lunch, but I was in the elevator with some folks, and something happened back in the States, and the person wasn't having a real good day. And again, I don't know exactly what it was, but it made me think about what they were doing. And what they were doing, they were venting to me. I'm not a fan of venting. Venting is a real popular form of psychiatric help. You know, some people feel like you need to talk it out, you need to express it, you need to get it off your chest so that you don't build all this pressure up. What happens when you do that? Right? What happens to your physiology? What happens to you emotionally when you start to vent and talk about something that you've given a negative meaning to, right? Notice I didn't say something that's negative. I said something that has happened and you gave it a negative meaning. What happens? Do you feel better while you're venting? No. The reality, again, if you're honest, is you'll see that you start to literally go through the physiological changes as if you were experiencing that thing again. Because that's what you're doing. Your brain doesn't know the difference, right? You're remembering the negative or the event that you gave a negative interpretation to. And so your body reacts in kind. And so what you start doing physiologically is you create the same circumstances. And metaphysically, you start to use the law of attraction to attract what? More negative crap to you. Because now you're thinking about a negative or an event that you've given a negative interpretation to, right? And you've charged that thought with emotion. So now all you're going to do is attract more negativity to yourself when you vent. The thing you need to do in these circumstances is you need to develop the skill to give better meaning to your results. Look, I know what I'm saying is not an easy thing to do. Most of this personal development information and tactics, there's not easy stuff to do. It's easy to talk about. The principles are simple, but the application is not as simple because you've got to break bad habits. You've got to become conscious of the fact that you're caught up in negative emotion and you're caught up in a habit of venting or whining or complaining or having a pity party about something that you've given a negative meaning to. So is it easy? No. But do you need to develop that skill? Most definitely. Because only by doing that will you activate the law of attraction for your benefit as opposed to using it to your detriment. So I'm working on it too. But the reality is that's what we both have to do. It's what we all have to do. So stop venting. Try to become aware. Try over the next week. Try to be aware when something happens, when a circumstance happens, when life happens. You take a moment to say, wait a minute. Am I just going to knee-jerk respond to the results? Or am I going to give it the meaning I need to give it so that I can respond the way I need to respond? All right, that's it. I gotta go.